banget anjir. Ah, bodo amat lah. Tes 1 2 3.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham, can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company. Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate. Do you mind if I take a look at that? The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Stephens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA. So they are not a government agency? I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions. I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat. While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky? Christ. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family? Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won. Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family. You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help. I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you good man, Cunningham? You're all right. Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great. You know the way. You can drive.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill. Can you drive to this one?
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
We came as soon as we could.
What the hell? I was walking down the street and that heel started
Lynch.
flying.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Anjir Baygon, iya, sorry ya disim-sim terus ya.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results. Try again, Boy Scout.
Goblok.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Anjing ya.
Good, your regulator's in position. Try again, boy.
The regular apaan anjing yang in position? Ininya kayak salah. Lagi ujian fase fisika bang. Mau nih anjing. Regular yang mana anjing? Yang regular yang mana? Wih, kunci jawaban dong, kunci jawaban. Katanya regular is in position lah.
Try again, Boy Scout. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the...
Coba lah balonnya sebelahin obat nyamuk. Udah.
Maybe there could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to Instaheat. and see what they
Goblok
say.
anjing.
Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. What's that case of the lady cut up like a dahlia?
You're behind the wheel.
Gila ini.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Lulus gue ujian fisika men. Apakah tamat? Ayo tebak-tebakan ya. Tamatnya kira-kira jam berapa? Ayo. Jam 2, jam 1, jam 3, jam 4 atau bahkan jam 5 atau jam 6. Atau bahkan sampai jam 12 belum tamat. Ayo. Jam 6 pagi ngentok jam 6 pagi anjing.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
Muka gue udah kayak gimana tuh jam 6 anjing.
Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
I used to be indecisive. Now, I'm not so sure. I'm out of here.
Excuse bro. Ah, apaan lagi? Pengen.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
New and improved model. We'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Bisa aja sampai besok kalau abang stop dulu mainnya. Enggak, gua nggak bakal stop dulu dik. Sampai kapan dik kira-kira dik? Misalkan gua main sampai jam 6 nih. Gue main sampai jam 6 nih kira-kira ya. Di mana anjing orang ruangannya bangsat nih dia anjir.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look.
Kalau nggak ditinggal tidur jam berapa? Coba kalau nggak tinggal tidur jam berapa? Tadi jam 6, lu jam berapa?
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Instahit
So
model
you're telling me that
70.
this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Itu servis bukan sih?
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Ih, outfit.
There. Around
Dapat outfit anjing.
Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not gonna rouse that whole list.
Emang nilai? Enggak dik. Gue nonton aman kok.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonist. See if any of these guys have any previous.
Dapat
Sir, I need to use your
dapat
phone.
outfit.
Go right ahead.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Penerbangan aku selesai sama pasirnya habis bang.
Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage.
Nggak bakal habis dong pasir itu anjir, itu kan foto doang.
4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Only movie stars have things like that.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up. I swear, this town is going...
Widih, Hawkshaw. Anjing. Masih ada yang di dalam, bro.
You got a problem, pal?
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Goblok, gue belum kelar.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Probably nothing.
Oh, banyak nyamuk banyak.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Wah, ini nih anjir, orang obat nyamuk anjir, obat nyamuk yang bakar anjir, yang muter-muter, yang kalau dilepas susah nih, lepasnya susah nih anjir, takut patah. Goblok.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's a favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
Hujan ya?
Where to, Phelps?
Hujan lah ya? Wah, hujan lah. Jago anjing. Gila beneran hujan dong, bro. Hujan gaming. Di luar dingin banget. Ini apa nih?
We don't see that every day.
You can drive.
Begadang, begadang, na 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 na. Begadang, begadang, aku begadang, begadang.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Knowledge of Farley.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshot of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No, don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Gila enak banget ya streaming malam-malam nggak ada nonton, sepi, kayak chilling banget gua anjing, kayak aduh, gue kayak inget-inget masa-masa gue masih sepi tuh nggak ada yang nonton sama sekali, nggak ada yang nonton anjing, kayak di YouTube gue yang ini nih yang buat komentar-komentar Wisnu Marshall Prasetyo itu gue aduh nggak ada yang nonton, parah anjing. Ada kok yang nonton anjing, nggak ada yang nonton bangsat. Aduh padahal gue mikir nggak ada yang nonton, seru aja kayak chilling gaming.
Stop or I will shoot.
Sialan, kamu Marvian kamu nggak tidur, hey. Malam Jumat nih, besok Jumatan.
Yes, you're the same Reginald Farley. Detroit police have an outstanding warrant. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk.
Asuh kita tidak di dia. Gue kira nggak ada yang nonton, jir. Kalian udah pada tidur jam 12 kan? Makasih loh. Saya gue pernah sampai 30-40 kali streaming di YouTube gue yang ini nih, YouTube gue yang ngechat ini nih, yang gue tulis A nih, gue tulis A, itu nggak ada yang nonton sama sekali, jadi kayak momen-momen itu tuh kayak teringat kembali, jir.
Can you drive to this one?
It's been a long day without you, my friend. Habis itu setiap ada yang nonton gue panik, anjing ada orang lagi yang nonton, keluar apa keluar? Lu ngapain sih nonton ke sini?
Who's asking? Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Itu bajunya,
I said,
son of a
itu baju ada kutangnya dah. Iya itu baju-baju zaman dulu gitu, waktu gue TK juga gitu tuh, ada gituan tuh.
Those are GI's backyards is flashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Let it do his wheel well. Come on.
Biggs, Herschel.
To kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close it, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Barbarian gaming.
We need to get closer. Enough games, folks. Take this guy out.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get the...
Gue ngapa cara nembak lo gitu dah? Ada kayaknya kayak gitu biar nggak malu-maluin banget.
Show me your hands. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.